Open book, it ends with us. A story that hurts, heals, and changes you forever. By Colleen Hoover. Introduction, hook for YouTube opening. Some love stories make your heart flutter. Some make you smile. And then, there are stories that break you open, force you to look at your own scars, and ask a terrifying question. What if love isn't enough? It Ends with Us is not just a romance novel. It's a mirror. A confession. And for many readers, it feels uncomfortably personal. This is the story of Lily Bloom, a woman who grows up watching love and pain exist in the same space, and must decide whether she will repeat the cycle or end it. Part 1. Lily Bloom and the Root of Pain. Lily Bloom's story begins long before she falls in love. She grows up in a home where violence wears the mask of love. Her father, a respected man in the community, abuses her mother behind closed doors. Lily is forced to witness moments that no child should ever see. And the most confusing part, her mother still loves him. That contradiction, pain mixed with affection, becomes the blueprint of Lily's understanding of relationships. As a teenager, Lily believes one thing very clearly. I will never allow myself to love someone who hurts me. But life has a way of testing promises. Part 2, Atlas Corrigan. First love, first safe place. When Lily is young, she meets Atlas Corrigan, a homeless boy living in an abandoned house nearby. Atlas is gentle, quiet, broken in ways that mirror Lily's own pain. They don't fall in love loudly. They fall in love softly. Atlas listens to Lily. He never raises his voice. He never makes her afraid. For Lily, Atlas becomes a safe place, something she has never known before. But life is cruel. Circumstances pull them apart. Atlas joins the military, and Lily is left behind with a heart full of unfinished sentences. She believes that chapter is closed. She's wrong. Part 3, Rylekincid. Passion and Perfection. Years later, Lily meets Ryle Kincaid, a successful neurosurgeon with confidence, charm, and a magnetic presence. Their meeting is electric. Ryle is intense, ambitious, protective, passionate. Everything feels fast. Everything feels real. Ryle tells Lily he doesn't believe in love, yet somehow he falls for her anyway. And Lily feels chosen. For the first time, she believes she's found the life she always dreamed of, her own flower shop, a devoted partner, and a future that feels safe. But love doesn't always show its dark side immediately. Sometimes it waits. Part 4, The First Crack. The first incident happens suddenly, unexpectedly, and it's confusing. Ryle hurts Lily, but it's followed by regret, tears, apologies, and promises. He didn't mean it. He was stressed. He lost control. It will never happen again. And Lily wants to believe him, because she remembers her mother saying the same things. This is where it ends, with Us becomes painfully real. Colleen Hoover doesn't rush the abuse. She shows how good men can do bad things, and how victims don't immediately leave. Because love isn't logical. Part 5, The Cycle of Abuse. What follows is a pattern that feels hauntingly familiar. Violence. Apologies. Passion. Hope. Ryle is not a monster all the time. And that's what makes it terrifying. Lily begins to question herself. If I leave him, does that mean my parents' marriage meant nothing? She fears becoming her mother. She fears staying even more. Part 6, Atlas Returns. Just when Lily feels completely trapped, Atlas re-enters her life. Older, stronger, still gentle. Atlas represents everything Ryle is not: patience, safety, respect. And for the first time, Lily sees a clear comparison between love that hurts and love that heals. Atlas never pressures her, never blames her, never makes her afraid. He simply exists and waits. Part 7, The Most Difficult Choice. Lily becomes pregnant. And suddenly, The decision is no longer just about her. It's about the child. She looks at her unborn daughter and realizes something devastating. I would never want her to grow up thinking this is what love looks like. That moment changes everything. Part 8, it ends with US. The title finally reveals its meaning. Lily leaves Ryle. Not because she doesn't love him, but because she loves her child more. She chooses to end the cycle. She chooses pain now over lifelong trauma later. And when she tells Ryle the truth, it is heartbreaking, not dramatic, not villainous, just painfully human. Part 9, healing, not fairy tales. This is not a typical happily ever after story. It's a realistic one. Lily and Ryle co-parent their daughter respectfully. Atlas slowly re-enters Lily's life, not as a savior, but as someone who meets her where she is. The ending is hopeful, but grounded. Because healing is not instant. And love, when healthy, is quiet. Why this book hit so hard? It ends with us resonates because it shows how abuse doesn't always look obvious. Explains why leaving is so hard. Honors survivors without judgment. Reminds us that love should never require pain. This book has saved lives, not by being dramatic, but by being honest. Final message to the audience, perfect for YouTube outro. If you've ever questioned your relationship, if you've ever stayed longer than you should have, if you've ever confused love with sacrifice, this story sees you. And remember, ending the cycle is not weakness. It's the bravest kind of love.